Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. I got a special guest this time. I got Drew from Beer for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks. What's going on, man?
How are you doing, buddy?
Just sweating to the heat and humidity here in Florida. It
Oh
looks
gosh,
it looks nice where you are,
no, it's cold. It's
isn't it?
cold where I am. Even though we got the tomato plants out already, it's about 12 degrees today
Mm,
in southern Ontario, which is the last day before June, which is what, you know?
yeah. I've had beers from this brewery before. This is from Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery. It's called Sparklepuff, Galaxy Starfighter, Defender of the Universe, and it's like a cute cat with rainbow laser eyes.
Right?
10.2 ABV, and they mentioned that it's made with peach puree. I poured it into my IPA glass, and I thought it was gonna be chunky. It's definitely a standard hazy. It's not quite milkshakey. I almost spilled it over when I poured it, but
Hmm.
yeah, I would call it like a beautiful, like flame orange, like carrot orange color.
But man, I could smell from here. How was your smell when you were pouring it?
I can definitely smell the peach. Um, yeah, I can. It's funny. I can also smell the oxidation. It's funny that this is so. My can is from Valentine's Day of last year, so it's like 472 days old or something.
I know when you sent me that picture, I thought it was this year. I was like, that's a good can.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, mine is March 7th of this year, but I'm also about 23 hours closer to the brewery than you are. So
Yeah.
you made it pretty good in 400 days, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah. Yours is only about what, 2.5 months old, a little less than three, something like that.
Yeah, which I give 3 to 6 months for an IPA. But this is 10.2%. I think yours should be okay.
Yeah, I got it from Total Wine. It doesn't get like super hot in there. In fact, it's usually pretty chill in that store. So, um, I mean, I'm smelling. I get like oxidation on here, but I also get like I get like a sour kind of peach. I definitely get like a lot of hops, like a very like just floral like stone fruit hops.
Hmm. I do get that sour peach now that you're explaining. Um, I don't know the IBUs on here, which
I,
usually flying monkeys don't do it.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but they actually they list like all the hops and malts. So it's two row wheat oats, and then they got like Simcoe, Idaho 7, Vic's Secret, and then peach puree. So I would almost
Mhm.
consider this more of a fruit beer than an IPA. Oh yeah, it says right on the website, 34 IBUs.
34
So
IBUs. Okay.
yeah, it's not super bitter.
Well, I really hope that 10.2% alcohol killed off any bacteria that got in your can,
Yeah.
right?
Well, speaking of which, do you smell alcohol? Because I don't.
No, no, no alcohol at all.
Yeah, this definitely to me this smells like a really strong triple IPA, like what it is. Although I think triple IPA should be like triple digit IBU, like 100 IBUs or more. Yeah.
True, true. Yep. Hold on. So my phone's going off, so I just turn that off. My bad. Okay.
All right, let's dive in here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mhm.
Man,
Mm.
I really hope you get what I get.
It's it's remarkably sweet for an IPA, but that could be due to the age of the can. As IPAs age, like the hops like drop. It's like they're less
Mhm.
prominent, they're less bitter. Um, yeah, I get like this sweet, like almost like an ice cream, like a sherbet kind of flavor. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yep.
Orange sherbet.
See, now I haven't had one in 2 months, and I totally forgot this is what it tasted like. This
Mhm,
is really good, actually. It's smooth. You do not get 10.2% alcohol.
mhm.
They cover this up right away. Right away. I do get a lot of peach in here, and the IBUs are perfect. At you say 34.
Hmm.
Um, this is this is a very well. You know what? If you freeze this a bit and you put this on top of ice cream, I think that would be the perfect topping, where you can
Mm.
have your alcohol and beer and ice cream at the same time.
Yeah, or you can just do this like with a fruit salad or like
Oh,
a fruit and
oh,
cheese platter.
okay. So it's getting healthier. Yes, right. The fruit salad, of course. Um, uh, you know what? I could probably pair this with a nice T-bone steak. I think I could do that.
That would be interesting. I always like doing contrasting pairings like that. So you would have like,
Mhm.
I really don't think IPA and red meat really go that well because like you have like citrus, fruity bitterness, and like really savory, meat.
Right.
But I always like to do, yeah, contrasting like that. It might be an interesting going from like one extreme to the other.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. I mean, it's too bad we're not in the same room because I would love to see what the difference in ages as far as like the peach puree quality. Because
Right.
would you describe yours as like juicy or like sorbet or like the rind of a fruit? I don't know how
Um,
you would describe it.
Now it's not sweet. So I think you're saying that yours got sweet.
Mm,
Uh, might have been from the aging process. Usually you do not age triple IPAs, but also as 10.2%, as in wine at
mhm.
10%, you can save for a year. Um, so maybe aging it does change the character of it. So what I like to do is in the next month or two, maybe send you out a couple beers from here, and then especially like if I get you a juicy ass from Flying
Mhm.
Monkeys and a Sparkle Puff, you can actually do comparison.
Yeah, side by side.
Because I literally I created what it was about 6 years ago was a sparkle a juicy ass Sparkle Puff. I just mixed a
Blend it.
full can. Yeah, it was the best beer ever. It was 6 years ago. It was my to go beer, and
Mm.
I would buy four or two juicy ass two Sparkle Puffs a day, and that was my beer right there. Mix them up. It was so good.
Mm.
I haven't done that in a while. Now I'm gonna have to do that. Jeez, it brings back memories, right? But
Yeah.
um,
It,
I think the aging process, you might have got a sweeter can.
yeah, I definitely pick up on the oxidation, which to me, it's funny if you go all the way back to 2008 when I first started doing this show, and like I had no idea how like age affect beers. Like there'd be so many beers I was drinking, especially like cheap lot like lagers and amber ales, like really low ABV beers like that I got at the beer store. I'd be like, it tastes like lemon lollipops, you know.
Huh?
Um, this one does have that kind of lemon lollipop kind of character, but it's not that it works with it. It's just that it's like not distracting the way it would be like in a lower ABV, like in a
Okay.
lager or something like that. I would say it's not really that bitter. But it does have like a lovely fruity flavor to it, and it does have like a slight warming sensation in my throat. I mean, it's 10.2. Like
Hmm.
it's really hard to mask that.
Well, yeah, it is. But at the same time, I've had some IPAs, regular beers. Like I have a Labatt Maximum Ice, a 7.1%.
Mhm.
All you could taste is alcohol when you drink that beer, but it's to get you drunk. You know, when you sit and drink six of them, I could taste the alcohol. They did something good in here, not as a macro, where you taste it. So I get the warming feeling, but I don't taste it.
Mhm.
It actually tastes like a 6% alcohol beer to me.
Yeah, to me, this drink's like something strong, but not this strong. Yeah, to me, it seems like a 8 percenter.
Eight.
Like it's
Okay.
it's definitely got like a like not so much the intensity of flavor, but like the intensity of the body. Because like
Right.
this is
Okay.
like for an IPA, it's like a thick beer. Like this is,
Mhm.
it's got wheat and oats in it, so that would explain it. So, I mean, I
Yeah, it's
probably put
heavy.
it like, I don't know, medium full, maybe even just straight up full bodied. Carbonation probably about moderately low, maybe moderate. It's very, very smooth, I will say. Like you're not having any trouble drinking this.
No, you could drink it. You could drink a bunch of them.
I've had a few beers from Flying Monkeys and they've all been good. The only problem is like you were saying, like they're always old. Like I had the dreamsicle and the crowd surf and I forget what the other one was. But they've all been good. They haven't been great because like they're kind of old. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, like this is good. I can tell it would be better if it was fresh. So I'm gonna give this a 7, maybe a 7.5.
Okay.
All
right.
I will say, like, I like that even though it's old, it has lots of flavor and for 10.2 ABV, it's still really drinkable. But yeah, and I like the sweetness here. I wish like the peach was a little bit more prominent, but like I feel like it's kind of dropped over
Right.
472 days. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm at 7 out of 10 for Sparklepuff. What do you think?
7 out of 10. Me. Well, 6 years ago, this was a 9.6.
Mhm.
Okay, because it was like the first thing that Flying Monkeys just threw us out. Right now, as I've been drinking a lot more craft since 6 years ago, this is still, and I wish you could get this fresh, which I'll make sure that happens. This is 8, 9 out of 10. This is
8.9.
yeah. I could drink 4 of these right now. I haven't had one in 2 months, so yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. We've only been drinking this for like not even 15 minutes, and I can definitely kind of feel it going in my head already. And I still have like half a glass left.
I got half a can. Huh.
Yeah, I will say it is a little cloying. Like the hops are lingering. Has like a kind of like a bitter, like starchy kind of aftertaste.
Yeah, I was going to say they feel like they're sticking in your mouth.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal though with these triple IPAs. All right, I guess that wraps it up for a review of Sparklepuff. Like I said, I'll be doing a podcast with Drew, so I'm sure there's a link somewhere. So I will see you back in a minute for the podcast. Until then, cheers.
Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.